me just get myself situated there. Okay. Hi, Shazia. How are you? We're going to get started in a second. Having to do things old school today. Hope you're well. So yeah, just hang tight. We're going to start in a minute. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. Hello, hello, everybody. Hope you're all well. We're going to get started with the general love forecast shortly. So just give folks the opportunity to hop on in a second. I hope you're all doing well. And for anybody that is interested in requesting your own personal reading afterwards, you of course are more than welcome to do so at any time. And if you have any questions as to how to do that, especially if it's your first time tuning in, feel free to ask in the comments section. And Cameron, my moderator, will be happy to answer any questions that you have, all right? Okay, so we'll just give it maybe another 30 seconds or so before we get started. Taking a look at the energy for the collective and see what's up, what's going on there. And then I'm working on readings for the channel. I just completed 4 signs so far, but I'll be posting those in the next couple of days, taking a look at energies for singles as well as those who are focused on ex-partnerships. So it'll all be one video, and then it's up to you, of course, which portion of that reading you want to check out. I'll timestamp it, of course. So I'm working on that now, and it'll be posted probably in the next couple of days. Okay. Yes, Shazia, I see your request. We'll definitely get to that after the love forecasts, okay? All right, so I think we'll go ahead and get started and see what the energies are. I wanted to take a look at the Divine Masculine energy. I'll be using the Divine Masculine Revelations deck by Mystic Moon to get things started. My audience is predominantly Divine Feminine energy, so let's go ahead and grab some insight there, okay? And again, if you have any questions about getting your own mini reading afterwards, then, you know, I'd love to take a look at that for you. Hi, Jen, how are you? Okay, so we'll take a look at your situation after, okay? All right, so let's start with the general love forecast, guys, and see what presents itself here today. So I'm focusing on the Divine Masculine. We have Muse, you inspire me. There's something about you that your masculine is inspired by. And I have just dropped a whole bunch of cards. Give me 1 second. Butterfingers. Okay, let's grab another one and see what's going on here. Searching, I'm still trying to find myself, but still there's something about you and their thoughts and their heart space that continues to uplift them, I feel. Let's grab one more and then we'll clarify with some tarot here. Focusing on the Divine Masculine, we have Foolish, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Bottom of the deck, we've got Regret. I wish I could take back the things I said. All right, so they've got some regrets here. Again, this is the masculine energy. So let's grab some tarot and see what's going on there. We also have a masculine who might have decided, you know what, this one isn't for me. Let me go ahead and see what other options I have out there, and come to find out it wasn't what they were looking for. So they could have regrets about that too. All right, so let's grab some tarot messages here, focusing on this connection with the masculine. Okay, so we have a reversed Three of Pentacles, so there's definitely disharmony. And it does say working alone, so that's where this masculine is. There is disharmony in their life. Things perhaps aren't going the way they were hoping for. They're on their own at this point in time. We also have the Two of Pentacles. Part of the reason why they could be single or on their own at this point in time too might be that they are juggling, meaning that they've got too much on their plate and unable to dedicate enough time and energy towards you. There could have also been other people in the picture here. Okay. Let's see what else when it comes to the masculine. We do have the Eight of Cups coming through. So Divine Feminine, you might have walked away from your masculine here. You probably left this person for whatever reason, because we see that you guys don't have the opportunity to work together right now. They might have said some hurtful things to you. They have regrets over how they did that. We do have the Hierophant. Okay, so this represents a committed partnership right here. Somebody might have walked away from that committed partnership. Somebody could have also been married and needed to walk away because their obligations were elsewhere here. Okay, let's see what else. So the person that you are thinking about, we do have the Ace of Swords. They need this clarity from this card with the Ace of Swords. They need to be able to think clearly. You know, what do they need to do in order for you guys to come together and be together the way you would desire to be with this person? So they need to be able to see that for themselves, you know. We do have the Three of Swords. This could be a possible third-party situation. If it's not that, this simply indicates the pain and the heartbreak that they're feeling, because at this point, it's just letting us know they're not with you, Divine Feminine. They're still wishing for you, though. Nine of Cups. You still represent that dream for them to be with you in some way, shape, or form. We do have the Hangman. So you needed to spend time apart from each other in order for this masculine to learn certain things about themselves, about the connection, what it represents to them, why you might have walked away, Divine Feminine, or for some scenarios, it could have been the masculine who needed to walk away because they needed to figure some stuff out. But they're feeling quite alone without you. Look at that. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Insecurities, lack mindset, feeling left out of your life. What else do we need to know focused on the masculine? We do have the Ten of Cups, which of course is a beautiful card. All right, so here's the harmony. Interesting how we've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and it even says disharmony. Here is the harmony with the Ten of Cups. But I feel for this masculine, it's unachievable at this point in time. They're going to have to work for this to happen. Three of Wands, about looking ahead, focusing on perhaps the future that can happen for this masculine. And if it's meant to be a future with the feminine, there are some barriers that need to be addressed. That's what's keeping you guys apart, I feel. And then we've got the Empress representing you, Divine Feminine. So if you have a masculine who is meant to create a life with you, they're going to have to take action to make this happen. Yeah, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. And for some masculines, they're just really trying to figure out what they want. And if that's the case, Divine Feminine, if they don't know what they want, they can't manifest it with you. So it makes sense for me that we've got this Knight of Swords coming in, because we need that masculine to take action to make this happen, to reunite the two of you if you're in separation, to have a conversation flowing if you guys have had no contact in a while. I feel there could be other people in the mix, people that are getting in the way of union here. Okay, so if that ultimately continues to be a barrier, then perhaps you're just meant to start a new chapter with that Ace of Cups and be able to find a new love if you're open to that. Walking away from a situation in order to find new love. So I feel there are issues with this divine masculine that's preventing union with the feminine. And for some of you, this could be a twin flame situation and separation. There could be some barriers that are preventing you guys from coming together right now. And then we do have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning, a fresh start, the opportunity to manifest something here, you know. It can sometimes be an indication of abundance, prosperity, and part of that abundance can come in the form of love relationships as well. It could be representing security, stability in the relationship. And that's what this masculine needs to be able to deliver to the feminine. Okay, so that's what's coming through initially. Let's go ahead and see what else can come forward when it comes to the masculine. Okay, but that's an opening message. And as always, take from it what makes sense. Okay, let's see what else we can learn. All right, so focusing on the overall connection. I'll be pulling from the Golden Dahlia deck by Maria of La Belle Anima 13. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, for whoever is in need of these messages. All right, what's the next message for whoever is tuned in and in need of these messages? Soul recognition. Okay, that's a really nice message there. There is this need for healing. So even though you and this person might not be together because of some challenges that occurred, they still are feeling your energy. Still feeling it. Look at this, we have Epiphany. So I really like that, considering the Ace of Swords reference, that light bulb moment, you know. So whoever needs to recognize that, and I'm instinctively feeling it could be the masculine who needs to recognize what the feminine represents in their heart, in their life. That's what's going to create movement, I feel, for that healing journey to continue, or to at least get started. They could also be feeling alone at this point in time, or somebody needs to spend time on their own to gain that clarity, okay? This reminds me of the Hermit's energy, that solitude, which is picking up off of Virgo. Let's see what else. We also have shame. So maybe they did something to be ashamed of. Maybe they're embarrassed. Okay, let's see what else. What else for the collective here? And higher self. All right. So perhaps that's where you're coming from at this point. You're tapping into your higher self energy and really needing your person here to do the same. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages. I'll be pulling from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle here. So this contains all of the usual tarot messages, but it also has oracle messages as well as new court cards in this deck. So let's see. For the collective. Hi, Nancy. Welcome, welcome. So we'll get into the mini reading requests after the general love forecasts, all right? Okay, let's see. What else do we need to know here? So we have a reverse devil card popping up. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. So this could, of course, represent a separation. It could, for some of you, have been a separation legally, or it could have been a divorce. There's something that needs to be released here that could represent the healing that needs to occur. So let's see what else. You could have also been dealing with a very controlling individual, and there's this need to just release control and allow things to happen the way they are meant to. They could also be the type of person who just kind of wants to do their own thing. They could also be very independent. We've got a couple of oracle cards popping up. So we have Archangel Chamuel. We also have the Crystal of Earth. So Archangel Chamuel, I am the angel of peaceful relationships. I can help bring the right person into your life, your ideal mate. I can help you become closer with your current partner. I can help you heal any conflicts in your relationships, attract new love, and strengthen your existing connections. If you crave intimacy in your life, I can assist with that too. So I feel it's much needed in whatever scenario makes sense for you. And then we have the Crystal of Earth here. It's time to get your head out of the clouds and focus on what's happening around you. Be careful what you're investing your energies in. Don't chase fool's gold. You're the real deal. What you're looking for is someone who recognizes your worth and the brightness that exudes within you. Don't settle for anything less than what you're worth. And I feel that's really, really important for those who are here listening to this message at this point in time. We do have the Five of Swords. So this is clarification here for you, the viewer, that you probably did walk away from somebody because this person created some sort of challenge in the partnership. This can represent some sort of conflict going on. There's also somebody who could have been sneaking around. This could represent competition of some sort, love rivals perhaps. We do have the Red Rose, that's followed by the Empress, so Divine Feminine. There truly is something coming through here for you where a masculine recognizes your worth, your beauty, what it is that you have the power to create for yourself. But there are clearly some challenges standing in the way of whatever happened here. We do see the shame card, but they've gained clarity over this. I feel with the assistance of the universe showing them what needs to occur, certain behaviors that they need to implement in order to bring about a reunion, if that's something that you guys are interested in. If not, I feel if they don't get their act together, then new love is going to present itself to you if you're open to that. But you have to be open to it, because if you're still holding on to a past love, for example, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere, then you're self-sabotaging in a way, okay? So Red Rose could represent new love for some of you, but it could also represent the deep love that you really do feel for somebody that you are in separation from. It does say eternal love, fiery passion, red hot chemistry. That could apply to new love. It can apply to those in separation, okay? And this affects you specifically, I feel, Divine Feminine. Let's see what else here. Look at these cards. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Star. So you could be a Gemini, you could be an Aquarian, you could be dealing with any of these signs. We've got the Saber of Air. And then we have the Temperance. So Sagittarius also coming through here. So this right here, it's a choice card. It has something to do with matters of the heart. Okay, so I feel due to the attraction, the sexual chemistry, you know, the fact that they feel drawn to you, that could be affecting the way they make their choices. It could also be affecting how you make your choices, even though there could be obstacles standing in the way. All right, but with the Star card, I feel, yes, it can represent a fulfilled wish, but it can also represent the fact that you need to take better care of yourself. Put yourself back on your own priority list and do what feels right for your life so that you can finally be guided onto the path that you really are meant to travel, okay? And then it's interesting too that we've got the Saber of Air right next to that. Hi, Catherine. Thank you so much for your request. So we'll do the mini readings after the general love forecast. And then we have the Saber of Air. So it's time to clean house, cut toxicity out of your life. Bad relationships, whether romantic in nature, friendships, or unhealthy family connections, need to be addressed, released, and cleansed out of your life. That could be a part of this healing, as well as the epiphany card. You know, sometimes we need to have that aha moment in order to understand. It's like, oh, okay, I need to really break free from this toxic situation. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership. It might even be friendships and family connections, okay? And it does say don't hold on to the past or heavy baggage you've been carrying. Throw it out like yesterday's trash. It's time to move on and bring in some fresh air. And because of the reference for air, you could also be thinking of an air sign. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We already have Gemini coming in with the Lovers card right there. And then we have the Temperance energy. So this is about patience. This is about finding meaning in your life once again, about restoring balance, not only within yourself, but perhaps in a particular situation or connection, you know, restoring the harmony back. But it's going to take time. All right. So it's not going to happen right away. Healing takes time. You know, just like when we get a cut, it's not going to heal tomorrow. It's going to take time. Okay. And lastly, we've got the Angel of Light popping up. In order to recognize the gift you are to others, you must recognize the gift you are to yourself. In order to see the light in the one you love, you must see the light within yourself. And it's so true. I'm here to illuminate the path towards your enlightenment. And I can't help but feel that the star is helping you guys to be able to do that. There is a way out, a light at the end of the tunnel. Go ahead, take that first step. I'll be there when you do. Okay? So hopefully there's something in that message that really helps you. So I wanted to grab some verbiage representing the person that you're thinking about here. All right, so let's do that. What is it that they would want to say to you if they could? Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so what do they want to say to you if they could? From their higher self, since we did get a higher self card. So I'll be pulling from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle here. Angels and spirit guides, please. So what does your person need to share with you? And there could even be some words that come through here that you resonate with for yourself and what it is that you would like to say to the person you're thinking about. So I'm being guided to pull 6 cards here. So let's see. Okay, that's 2, 4, 5. There we are. All right, those are our 6. So let's see. The heat is rising between you and I. That for me represents passion and the chemistry. Okay, telling you that I love you is not enough. Those words alone can never come close to how much you mean to me. It was love at first sight then, and my love has grown more and more each day since. So this could be an ex. This could be somebody that you had so much love for at one point in time, and they're telling you their love continues to grow for you regardless. I never knew my heart could feel this way for anyone until I found you. Let's make love until the sunlight turns to moonlight. So there's those intimate moments that they still focus on and think about. They could still be possibly fantasizing about being with you in that way. And will you be my +1 forever? All right, so take any one of these messages that resonate for you specifically. And if you could speak to this person, especially those who are not in contact, you know, what is it that you would like to share with them? All right, so now I'm going to open it up to yes, no questions, giving you guys the opportunity to have an interactive role in the questions. Okay, so let's see here. I'm being guided to the number 5. So let's go ahead and ask up to 5 questions. It doesn't have to just be about love, romance. It could be about anything, honestly, whether it's finances, friendships, family, whatever it is. Okay, it's totally up to you what the subject of those questions are. And I'll be pulling from my yes, no oracle. The only thing that's in here are literally yes and no responses, okay? Nothing else. So go ahead and focus on your first question. And then let's see what the answer is. If it's not a favorable response, and I've mentioned this in prior readings, you know, sometimes timing could be off, or it could be the universe's way of telling you there's something else, there's someone else that's better for you, okay? All right, so question number 1, you can either focus on it, think about it, say it out loud, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Okay, here we go. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. Question number 1 for those who are here. What is the answer to question number 1, please? Okay, so we have a no. That does not necessarily have to be a negative, because I've mentioned this in one of my other readings where there was a client of mine wanting a yes, no response for a question and wondering, you know, is my spouse having an affair? And it came up as a no. So it doesn't have to be a bad no. Okay, so just take it how it applies to your question. Called to serve. Hello, hello. How are you? All right, so we'll get to the personal reading shortly, guys. All right, so question number 2, if you have a second question. Again, it doesn't have to just be about love, but all 5 of your questions could absolutely be about that. Okay, and of course it has to be able to be answered in a yes-no format. All right, here we go. Question number 2. Whatever it might be about. We have another no coming through, okay? It's a thumbs down for question number 2. So if you have a third question, now is the time to go ahead and focus on that and think about it. And let's go ahead and grab an answer for you. All right, question number 3 for the collective, whoever is here. What is the answer, please? Question number 3. We are batting 1,000 here. We've got no once again, okay? 3 no's. So it could even be, again, the universe's way of saying is just not the right time right now. That doesn't mean it can't happen later. All right, question number 4. That is if you have a 4th question, of course. But for those who do, go ahead and focus on it and let's grab an answer. Finally, we have a yes, okay? So hopefully that's a positive response for question number 4. And one last answer, and then we'll get started on the personal mini reading requests. All right, here we go. One final answer for those who have a 5th question. And we have another no. Unbelievable. So we've got 4 no's and 1 yes coming through there. Okay, so however way that's representing itself, again, any negative responses, if it just wasn't the answer that you were hoping for, we can of course take a look at that energy next time. Things always change, you know, it's always, time is fluid. So yes, no responses, you can't really take them for what it is. Sometimes it really depends on what you're seeing in your life and the 3D. All right, you always have your own free will and it's constantly changing. So if it's a no right now and you were really hoping for a yes, that could change later. All right, so that's what's coming through there. So let's go ahead and open it up to the personals. Okay, those of you who submitted requests, let's go ahead and get started with that. And thank you all so much for sending in your requests here. Okay, so let me take a look at what we have, okay? Okay, so I've got Shazia, Jen, Nancy, Catherine, and Linda. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's get started. Okay, so Shazia, you're first. Okay, anything that comes out today. All right, let's grab some insight, okay? What am I drawn to for you? All right. Where do I go? Where do I go? I'm really guided to pull from the Untold Truths of the Heart deck for you. I might use another one too, but let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Shazia, Virgo. Anything that you need to bring forward at this time. What needs to come through? For Shazia, Virgo. Okay, so we do have shallow coming through, superficiality, boredom, blank. Perhaps that's a part of your energy right now, Shazia, where, you know, life is boring. There's not a whole lot of excitement going on. The connections that are surrounding you, maybe it's just not what you're looking for. It is coming through as superficial, nothing too deep, you know? There's your own feminine energy right next to that. We do have memories coming through. We have beginnings. We have frozen. And then we have farewells, okay? So clearly a situation presenting itself here where you're missing someone. There are the memories focused on that connection. There's no interaction. There is silence presenting itself here. So we do see the farewell, the goodbye, and that chapter has come to a close perhaps, but the universe is still pushing you to welcome in this new beginning for yourself, you know? It does not have to be the end per se, as far as you being able to find happiness in your life, you know? So let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what else we can learn here. Okay. Is it cutting off on the top? Hold on, let me. Cameron?
No.
Okay, on my end, it's cutting off on the top. Sorry. Okay, let's see what else, Shazia. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Shazia, Virgo. What else do we need to know, please? Shazia, Virgo. Okay, so we do have the Knight of Pentacles. Even though when it comes to your love life, things seem to be moving at such a snail's pace, okay, just know that there will be progress to get you out of that eventually, because we do see frozen right here. It's just not moving, or at least it might feel like that, but it's moving. It just may not feel like that. It's just moving ever so slowly. As far as communication from the person that you're focused on, there clearly seems to be no interaction at this point in time. And so your best bet at this point is to really focus on this new direction, a fresh start, a new chance at love. You still have what it takes to be able to attract this 10 of Cups. You just have to focus on looking ahead in your life rather than being focused on the memories that you've shared with somebody else. You are coming through as the Empress, okay? So you got to recognize that as the Empress, you are being given this new beginning. It's a gift, actually, that you're being given this gift from the universe, okay? To be able to make your own wishes manifest. You just have to focus on tangible things that you can actually achieve in your love life rather than focusing on stuff that's frozen and something that just is not moving any longer. Look at this. We do have the Eight of Cups, and it's right next to farewell. So clearly there was a parting of the ways coming through here. So there's a situation that just does not seem to be moving. It's frozen. It's stuck. But when it comes to your love life, you really are being directed to move forward. It just is moving slowly. We can see that here. Moving ever so slowly. Seven of Cups. You will have other opportunities in love. More than one opportunity, I feel. And you just have to be able to choose wisely. You know, you could connect with a Taurus here. We see Taurus popping up twice. And there could be a possibility towards marriage in the future. There could also be the opportunity for children. But there's this need to let go of the past, okay? Cut that out in order to focus on a future that you can actually build for yourself, as well as somebody new, someone else who is free to be with you in however way you need them to be, okay? I'm guided to go ahead and grab another batch of cards here for you. But that's what's coming through there. Let's see what else, okay? What else, what else? Okay. I'm guided to pull from my dating scene oracle here. Give me 1 second.
Someone's trying to request that we need to cash up, but it says it's waiting for you to, like, accept it. So, like, I don't know.
It's not going through. Waiting for you to accept it. I'll try to cancel and send again. Yes, I'm just peachy. Yes, please try again, because that's not normally something that happens. That's bizarre.
But sometimes it does, like, unfamiliar.
Really? Okay. Yeah, give it another try and see if it occurs again. And we'll see what we can do on our end, okay? Okay, so Shazia, let's grab another batch of cards here. So the dating scene, what is it that you need to be aware of? What is it that you need to look out for? Okay, when it comes to dating someone, getting back into a relationship, what is it that you need to be aware of? Who is coming towards you? Look at that. Okay, marriage material. That is followed by committed, won't ever let you go. Okay. So I really do feel somewhere down the line, you will get married, you will find happiness. We have conversing through songs. Okay, love bond, lyrical, musical messages. So when you connect with this person, I don't know if they're a musician or if they're just somebody who really loves to listen to music. They could be musically inclined. There could be something there tied into that energy. So let's go ahead and see what else we can pick up when it comes to that vibe. Okay, Cameron, it went through.
I don't see any.
Okay. All right, give us 1 second. I'm just peachy. And we'll check on that for you.
It's not. It's connected to your email, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You could also request a screenshot and then have that emailed to that email address. All right, give us 1 second. We're trying to figure out some technical stuff here. All right, so Shazia, let's see what else we can find out. Okay, so we do have the energy of the moon picking up off of Pisces energy. You might connect with a Pisces. This is picking up off of illusions. So once you meet a person that you want to invest your time and energy into, you have to make sure that they're not putting up a facade. The person that you're actually dealing with is being real with you. Okay. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel when it comes to your love life, you will eventually reap the rewards, the efforts that you put in. It's just going to take time. That's all. We do have the Magician. So you're being given the opportunity to manifest love in your life, and it looks beautiful. Somebody who has the capability to commit to you. So here we are with the World. One cycle completes, opens up a new cycle. I really do feel ultimately things can still work out for you to be able to bring you the happiness that you're looking for. Ace of Wands, the potential to perhaps find new love, meet somebody new, okay, to be able to create the life that you want, making different choices. Okay, you will have other opportunities in love. We've seen that in your reading. You know which one of these cups to avoid and which ones to be able to invest your time and energy into. So this is giving you the power to be able to create a new beginning in your love life. Okay, it is a breakthrough moment for you. Here is your own Virgo energy coming through as the Hermit. So if you need to spend time really thinking things through, or just being still in the moment to really pick up off of what's coming towards you, who's coming towards you, what's surrounding you, what is it that you need to do moving forward in your life to find the happiness that you're looking for. And you absolutely have the capability to bring it in. Okay, so you have what it takes to be able to manifest this beautiful relationship in your life. You absolutely do. You know, and again, going back to the cups, you will have multiple possibilities, almost too many choices here, and just trust your heart to be able to make the right choice, the right decision, what feels right in your heart. Okay, and then let's go ahead and grab one spirit message for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Shazia, Virgo. One message, please, to wrap up her reading. Okay. Your guides are suggesting that you develop your creative talents. We are delighted to see that your passionate creativity has been reignited once more. Don't be afraid to show off your creative talents. So there's something about your creativity that's coming through. It goes on to say they are destined to be shared with your muse and for all to see. Your creative artistic expressions are mentally stimulating, exciting, and filling you with a passionate sacral energy to powerfully attract and manifest your heart's desires. And that certainly includes love. Collaboration will take you in alignment with your soul mission and give you the opportunity to develop in an area you always secretly wanted to pursue. So this might even be talking about your career, your finances, your passions in life, but it's all intermingled and wrapped up in what you can attract by way of love and romance as well. Okay, so I feel that's the message today. Hopefully there's something there that really speaks to you, but I feel you still have a beautiful future ahead as to what it is that you can attract when it comes to your romantic life. Okay, thank you so much as always, Shazia. All right, guys, let me move on to the next request. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay. So Jen, you're up next. Okay, so Scorpio. Dennis is the Libra. Went on 3 dates and now he's distant. Is he not interested anymore? Okay. You're so welcome, Shazia. Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at Dennis's energy, Jen. All right, so Dennis, what's going on? Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Dennis, Libra. All right, Dennis, what's going on here when it comes to the connection with Jen, Scorpio? What's happening there? We have frustrated, and that's followed by boredom. Okay, let me grab one more here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right, Jen. A very clear message coming through here. More than likely, he's more comfortable just keeping you in the friend zone here. He's not tapped into his emotions. And then look at the last card, takeoff. He's in takeoff mode, meaning that he's not really wanting to invest fully or anymore in the connection. So that could ultimately be why he's gone distant. Perhaps he has realized that it's just not what it is that he's looking for, you know. So let's grab some tarot and let's clarify this. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Jen, Scorpio, and Dennis, Libra. So we've got the Seven of Swords. So I don't know if he's seeing somebody else at this point, but he hasn't been completely honest with you. Okay. We do have the Three of Cups right here. Sometimes that can represent a third party. So he might, at this point, be talking to somebody else. Because this is coming through as a very clear message. He is the divine masculine here. He probably just wants you as a friend. And so he's already detached, I feel. However, for you, this could represent a new beginning in love too. So even though this one doesn't look like it's going to be going anywhere, it is a cycle that has completed, meaning he chose to perhaps distance himself already. But this also could be a positive in that it's now opening you up to new possibilities in love that could be even better than what you had with Dennis. We've got the Ten of Cups right here. So Six of Swords, it's clearly indicating that he's already moved on. He's moved ahead of it. He's transitioned away from the connection. You can do the same so that you can attract a masculine who really can bring in this happiness. Knight of Wands, he might have taken action to detach. This is somebody who came into your life, but now they're out. Possibly interacting with other people. Sometimes the Knight of Wands can be a bit of a player, not somebody who's ready to settle down, unfortunately. What else here? Look at that Death card. That is your own Scorpio energy. So even though it's showing us that it's not going to go anywhere further, Jen, I'm not sad about this because I think there's someone way better suited for you out there. You know, focus on yourself. Focus on being the best version of yourself that you possibly can be, you know, because I feel that through your own metamorphosis, you'll be able to attract someone way better. Okay. Yeah, this is clearly an indication that he was being deceptive. He was hiding things from you. He wasn't being fully open and honest. So it's time for you to focus on you, commit to yourself. Let's see. Sorry for the trolls, guys, in the comments. Yeah, I don't know. Tarot Destroyer, they're always popping up in our comments here. But yeah, we'll get rid of them. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So things will eventually turn around for you when it comes to your love life. I don't think it's going to happen for you and Dennis, but he might actually be doing you a favor, Jen, by directing you onto a much better path. Okay, so things will eventually start moving once again in your love life. I wouldn't even stress out over this because you're worth more than what he realizes. All right, so don't be afraid to be solo, single, independent in the meantime. You still have what it takes to be able to find the right kind of love for you. You know, you have what it takes to be able to bring in this Ten of Cups your way. So it's your turn to be able to cut him out of your life. High Priestess, just trust what you're feeling. Trust your heart, your intuitive nature, that perhaps there might even be someone else that he's talking to at this point. But ultimately, these cards are letting you know you deserve better. So it's time to let it go. All right, so that's what I've got. Is he not interested anymore? I feel he has lost interest, and it's time for you to move on from this one and invest your time and energy into yourself first, and then be open to what's ahead of you, because what's ahead of you looks pretty darn good. Okay, so I'll leave that there, Jen. Thank you so much for your question. All right, guys, so moving on to the next. Okay. Okay, let's see. So Nancy, you're next. All right, so Norma messaged me just saying happy birthday to my cat, but this time I didn't respond or acknowledge her. What does she want with me? Okay, let's grab some insight there. What does she want with you? Okay, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Nancy, Gemini. Good, I'm glad, Jen. Yeah, you deserve someone way better. Yeah. Nancy and Norma, Gemini energy. What is going on? Here we are again with this shallow energy, superficial, boredom, blank. You know, it's almost like when there's nothing going on in her life, Nancy, and she's got time to think, it always comes back to you, perhaps. So it's coming up blank. We do have memories. You know, when she thinks about you, it is coming through as bittersweet memories. And yes, of course, that would be confusing you. It could be giving you mixed signals there, you know? Unclear. And now we've got illusions, clouded judgment, unbalanced, skewed. Okay, so let's see what this is about. Let's grab some tarot. Sorry for the trolls, guys. We're working on getting rid of that. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Nancy and Norma, Gemini. We do have the Eight of Swords right there. So she's very much in her head about you, Nancy. You know, I feel this happens especially when she's got a lot of time on her hands. Seeing you as this Empress, the attraction will always be there, I feel. But she's also giving you mixed signals. What else do we need to know here? Look at this. We've got the Two of Cups. So she still feels drawn to you in a romantic way. You know, perhaps she could certainly still have love in her heart for you. It's just that she's not consistent, you know, as far as being able to prove herself to you. You know, there's a lot of barriers and challenges that she brings with her. So it's almost like the love is there, the desire to be there with you. It's presenting itself, but it's also coming through, you know, causing you to wonder, is this really worth it? Look at this. We have a Tower card popping up. So despite the feelings and the attraction that she might have towards you, because she perhaps doesn't even know what she wants and she's clouded by her own judgment, that would simply create a separation between the two of you anyway. You know, there could also be something about you that she's tempted by, the attraction, still feeling bound to you regardless. That's so interesting. Look at that, Six of Swords. Here's your Lover's card. Okay, so the decision, Nancy, ultimately falls on you. But it's very clearly indicated here that regardless of the attraction and the chemistry and the temptation that you represent, you're just being directed to make a decision to move on, because you're the Empress. She recognizes that you're the Empress, but she also has been a little bit wishy-washy, you know, with what it is that she wants and the inconsistencies, perhaps. What you're looking for is a solid offer from Norma. I just don't feel she's capable. Not at this point in time, anyway. She needs to be able to bring in that solid offer. That's a decision in and of itself that she needs to be able to bring your way. But the decision falls on you whether or not you will allow that into your life. And then we've got the Three of Swords. So she still has the capability to hurt you, okay? Whether it is a love triangle, whether it's simply the fact that, you know, she's coming in with certain expectations and still confused, really, as to what it is that she wants, and then it ends up creating another tower and hurting you. And then we've got the Magician. That's followed by the Ace of Cups. So what I'm feeling here, Nancy, is you would best be focusing on this new chapter, a new love. You've got the opportunity to manifest that in your life with this Magician. But I feel when it comes to Norma, there could be parts of her heart space where she thinks, you know, maybe it's worth re-exploring where this could go between the two of you. Because I feel, you know, messaging you, reaching out, happy birthday to your cat, that's just a reason to open up the conversation, perhaps, to let you know that she cares, to let you know that she's perhaps there for you, or that she remembers little milestones like birthdays and things of that nature. But what I'm getting here is part of the decision that you need to make for yourself is to transition away from this connection with Norma. You might always feel drawn to Norma, but I feel at this point you need to focus on somebody else, somebody new to come in. And then we do have the Chariot followed by the High Priestess, okay? So there's our movement right there. You could connect with a new love representing Cancer, and it comes back down to you being aware of what's perhaps being hidden from you. Let me read your comment. Yeah, I feel she wanted to open the portal for us to talk, but I chose not to continue doing the same thing with her any longer. And that's a good thing. So I didn't reply at all. Yeah, you're better off just leaving that conversation where it is, because you're meant to focus on manifesting something else at this point. You know, I feel the opportunity has come and gone, it's past, and she might have now realized that she's missed the opportunity to be with you in that way, because there's romance ahead for you with the Knight of Cups. So it's the next card, Three of Wands. Time to focus on a future that you can build with somebody else at this point. So stay strong. I think you're doing the right thing. Okay, she's still with her girlfriend. She has a whole family going on, so I don't know why she keeps reaching out. I feel it's because she's still drawn to you somehow. You know, there are those memories that gets her every now and then, and she does things like this to be able to just let you know. It's like, hey, I'm still here, you know, but at the end of the day, you're no longer engaged in that. You're moving on, and that's a good thing, you know. So continue to put forth that energy, and I feel eventually you'll be able to find what it is that you deserve here. Okay, real happiness. All right, thank you, Nancy. Appreciate the question as always. All right, so let's move on to the next request here, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, that was what number, Cameron? That was 3. So moving on to Catherine. Is this anything?
Yeah, it's together.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She just gave me her.
Okay. So Catherine, you're up next, and then Linda. Okay. Aniska, I'm just Peachy. You're after Linda, and then hi, Shelley. Okay, I've got your request right here. All right, so Catherine, let's get into your messages here. Okay. Thanks as always, Nancy. Okay, so you're Virgo. Why are Andy and I in each other's lives waiting? Oh, let's see. Waiting for sun signs, Cameron?
That's the sun sign.
Okay. Oh, his?
Huh?
Are they both Virgos or?
Oh, just her.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Catherine, you're the Virgo here. Okay, so let's grab some insight focusing on Andy. Okay. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Andy's energy and the connection with Catherine, Virgo. All right, why are you guys in each other's lives? Let's see. Let's take a look here. Okay, Aries, Taurus, cusp. Okay, so that would be Andy. Okay. All right, he's on this journey. Perhaps part of that journey, he was led to you. Okay, so let's see what else. What else do we need to know when it comes to Andy? We've got masculine shadow. However, we have awakening. He's come to some realizations in his life when it comes to his own growth, his own healing, going through this awakening, that breakthrough. All of that makes sense for me. So perhaps when it comes to Andy, he's experienced in his own life what has kept him in the dark, perhaps, and he had to work through that to be able to discover who he is as a person, what it is that he is looking for, this aha moment, the epiphany, that breakthrough. So he's now on this journey, I feel, where he really knows what it is that he wants. Okay. I don't know if you guys have experienced those intimate moments with each other, but he has allowed his heart space to think about those things. And then we have temptation. So I feel he's very attracted to you, Catherine. You know, you're coming in as this temptation. There's something that he feels, certainly the sexual chemistry, that seems to be coming through very strongly. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what else we can learn about this. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Catherine, Virgo, and Andy, Aries, Taurus, cusp. Okay, so what do we need to learn here? We do have the 7 of Pentacles. We also have the Ace of Wands coming through here, representing good news, new beginnings, the opportunity to create something nice for the two of you, as long as Andy continues to put in the effort in the relationship. I feel it really has what it takes to go the distance, perhaps. Okay. This involves time, though. We do have the Knight of Cups, very romantic. We've got the Ace of Cups. So I don't know if this is a fairly new connection for you, Catherine, when it comes to Andy, but that's possible. Okay, we've got aces representing this new energy, or you guys are just opening up a new chapter for the two of you here. Certainly when it comes to the love connection. What else do we need to know here? Focusing on Catherine and Andy. Okay, so we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Aces popping up everywhere. Okay, so newness, new energy, a solid offer perhaps that he needs to bring your way. If that has not come forward, that could be part of his awakening, part of the breakthrough, where he realizes what it is that he needs to do in order to bring this to the table for you guys to find real happiness here. And as it says, to be able to find direction, to be able to focus on what's ahead of the two of you. Let's see, what else do we need to know here? We also have the Fool, okay? So taking that leap of faith, he needs to be able to do something, to take action in order to perhaps show you what you mean to him, what it is that he's wanting in this partnership. And if he really is coming towards you as this King of Pentacles, then there's a part of his heart space that's ready for love, that he is really looking to be serious in this love connection. He's looking for something permanent and lasting. If he's not there, if you're not seeing that, then perhaps it might have something to do with his own shadows and healing that he needs to be able to figure out for himself. Maybe he has yet to awaken to those things, okay? Let's see what else. We do have the Six of Wands. That is followed by the Sun. So it does seem here, as long as you guys are both on the same page and wanting this to thrive and be a successful partnership, it can be a good one. You know, it could even lead towards marriage if you're both open to that. And of course, the Six of Wands, very nice energy, victory, success. That success could be even in the business world. You know, you guys could certainly have your own successful careers, but when it comes to the actual love connection itself, it looks pretty good. I feel he's very attracted to you. He wants to be able to maybe explore and see where this could go. And where it could go might be a very nice partnership. And what he's bringing towards you is the commitment that's necessary. So that looks pretty good, honestly, the way it's presenting itself here. Another nice card, Six of Pentacles, equality, okay? So Six of Pentacles, it's about giving and receiving. It's about being able to share a life with each other and being able to meet each other halfway. So all of those things look very nice. And then we've got the Lovers card right here. So perhaps he sees you as a true soulmate. Perhaps you see him in the same way, Catherine, but it looks quite positive the way it's coming through here. Okay, the Lovers card representing a very nice energy of chemistry, of love, of the deep connection, the attraction. So all of it is presenting itself here, Catherine. So I don't quite know where you guys are at on the journey right now, but the ultimate destination looks pretty good as far as being able to find happiness, could even include marriage and a very bright future here. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Hopefully, as life unfolds for the two of you, it ends up going in that direction. But it looks great the way it's presenting itself here. All right, thank you so much. Sunflower Soul, hello, how are you? Doing well. Hope you're good. Thank you so much, Catherine. Appreciate it. All right, so moving on to the next one. All right, Linda. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming in for you here. General love reading, Virgo. All right, so what do we need to know for you? Let's see here. I am guided to pull from the relationship design cards for you. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Linda, Virgo. All right, what do we need to know here? So we're starting off with eternal, beautiful, forever, unbreakable, limitless. So an eternal love, perhaps, okay? Look at this. We have sudden, shocking, fast, electrifying. So these two cards right here, Linda, it's telling us, especially if you're not focused on any particular person, that love could come in unexpectedly. You might not even know when it's going to happen, but it just happens out of the blue. It could be an unexpected love connection that might just really sweep you off your feet. But we also have reignite, fix, hope, back together again. this is interesting the way this is coming through, because if this is a big if there's a possibility that there's an ex that you would want to get back together with, okay? There is the possibility of getting back together with this person, but you would also have to be on the same page here. You would want the same thing. If not, then of course that's just going to fall away, because I feel you have the capability to be able to bring in a right kind of love that you're looking for. And the card after reignite is change, different, transform, open, and flexible. So if you're not interested in a reconciliation, there could be a new love connection that is coming in for you. That's the possibility here. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what else we can learn here. But that's actually a really nice energy. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Linda, Virgo. So we've got the World. So I feel whatever you've experienced in the past that ultimately didn't work out, those cycles have phased out. It's a done deal. And so the universe is wanting to offer you a new beginning, a new cycle when it comes to love, when it comes to romance. So if that's the case, then you might not be interested in reigniting this love from the past, and you just want something different, okay? And you absolutely are entitled to that. You know, it's your prerogative. And this new love chapter could bring you that forever kind of love. And once it comes in, it's going to move rather quickly. Could be an instant connection with somebody. Let's see what else here. Look at that. You've got the Magician. Okay. So you have what it takes to be able to manifest this love, to be able to manifest this beautiful relationship. You could connect with an air sign, perhaps. Okay. They could be younger than you also. There's a possibility, I feel, that you might even make a love connection in your work environment, if that makes sense. Okay. But this is somebody, once they realize they're attracted to you, they're going to do everything that's possible and whatever's needed in order to let you know they're interested. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And then we have the Empress. So picking up off of your own divine feminine energy. So this person, whether it's a new love, whether it is an ex from the past, wanting a reconciliation, they recognize your value. They see you as this beautiful Empress, and they know that you have what it takes. You're the one that they ultimately want. You have options here, okay? Perhaps many options that might present itself to you in love, in romance, especially if you're really just wanting to experience something different in your love life. And I feel it will present itself to you, because not every choice, not every option will be favorable. So you have to be able to decipher which person you want to invest your time and energy into. The one could be this King of Pentacles. Interestingly enough, you are a Virgo. You could also connect with a divine masculine Virgo. That's the King of Pentacles. So I can't help but feel possibility, work environment as to when you might meet this person. Not that they work with you or even in the same company, if that applies, but it could even be, you know, you could be at work and it's just somebody that you run across and end up striking a conversation. This is somebody who's established. This is somebody who knows what they want. They're very abundant in their own right. And they perhaps have already experienced their own fair share of heartbreak, and they know that they're looking for that forever eternal love. So I really like how that's presenting itself here. But I'm telling you, there could be someone from your past who wants you back. We've got the Six of Cups. This has to do with past energy. This has to do with somebody who's thinking about you. Memories there, happy memories, bittersweet memories, and perhaps wanting you back. So it's your choice. It's your ultimate choice whether or not you want to get back together with somebody that might present itself, or an unexpected electrifying, passionate love connection that could be completely brand new for you. And then we've got the Page of Cups. So a wish, whatever your wish is, it can manifest. It's up to you how it manifests in your life. But you have what it takes to bring that in. So that looks pretty darn good. Progress being made with that Three of Wands, moving forward. And then we've got the Three of Cups. Just be wary and mindful of possible third-party interference, okay, or influences. And then we do have the energy of the Sun. So as you can see, you're meant to find this happiness right here with the Sun's energy. It is that illuminated path that you are being drawn to, okay? So it seems that there is this new chapter that you're meant to open when it comes to love. You could even meet this person through your circle of friends. There is progress that is being made when it comes to your love life. Just be mindful of those who don't have the best of intentions. Okay, you need to be able to put a stop to those types of situations real quick, you know, where it's not going to go anywhere, because you're going to be busy investing your time and energy with somebody who really is worth your time, somebody who has what it takes to be able to bring you that happiness. Okay, so that looks pretty good. You've got some choices to make once it presents itself to you, Linda, but I feel ultimately you'll be quite happy with the direction that this goes. Okay, so I'll leave that there. And thank you so much for your question. All right, so moving on to the next one. All right, so that was 5. Okay, so Aniska. I hope I'm saying your name right. And then Shelley, you're after that. Okay, so I'm just peachy. I love that. So you're Cancer. What's coming for me in love? Okay, so let's grab some insight. What is it that you need to be aware of? What is it that is coming towards you? Whatever is surrounding you. Oh, you're so welcome. Very welcome, Linda. Okay. Hi, Shanice. Welcome. Okay, so Aniska, Cancer. What's coming for you in love? Let's grab some insight here, okay? All right, you might connect with somebody who's very affectionate, you know, touchy-feely, as we can see right there. This is someone who loves to hug and hold your hand, perhaps. Look at this next card. We've got Love Struck Divine Feminine. So this is picking up off of your own Divine Feminine energy. So whoever it is you're meant to connect with, you could fall head over heels over this person. Look at this. We have French kisses, passionate tongue wars. All right. So lots of intimate, passionate moments with this person. And check that out. We have husband material, dashing and debonair. Okay. So I have a feeling you and this person, I was just about to say, would have an instant possible attraction here. And then this card pops up. Instant connection, soulful bond. So very nice the way that's presenting itself here when it comes to your love connections coming in. So let's grab some tarot now. So this person could sweep you off your feet. You might even find or even feel in your heart space that this is the one. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to find out? All right, here we go. So even though you might have experienced separations or relationships that just did not work out, I feel that's a thing of the past and you need to focus on what's ahead of you. And here's a new beginning right here. So I feel you could be quite successful in what's coming in for you in love, okay? All right, let's see. We also have the Hanged Man coming through. All right, so that makes sense for me, letting go perhaps of people or experiences that no longer serve a purpose for you and needing to step away from certain scenarios in order to have a better understanding of what it is that you are looking for in love and romance. And look at this, you've got the Ten of Cups. So there could be future marriage for you, Aniska. Okay, you could also start a family with someone and really have all of the wonderful milestones that you could experience in love with somebody. I mean, we see husband material right here, a very special bond that you will share with the right person and somebody who doesn't have commitment issues. Hi, Nick. Thanks so much for your request. We'll get to your question shortly. Tarot Fairy on the Prairie. Welcome, welcome. Hi, V. All right, let's see what else. What else? We have the Hierophant right next to the Ten of Cups. I love it. So basically, there is commitment that's coming your way from this divine masculine. Okay, and look at the card right after it. Both of these cards literally flew out the deck as I was shuffling. You've got the Sun coming through. Happiness, success, joy, all of it. You've got joy and contentment right here. I mean, beautiful cards, honestly, that are presenting itself here for you. And then you've got the Chariot. You could also connect with a Cancer, perhaps. Okay, could also be a Taurus. We've got all sorts of signs popping up. You've got Leo as well. You know, so this is your own Cancer energy right here. So this is telling you that when it comes to your love life, you are making progress. You will be able to overcome challenges that you've encountered in your life. The right person, the right divine masculine, seeing you as part of the energy of the Queen of Wands, very strong person, a very attractive, sexy individual. That looks great. You're also picking up off of the energy of the Queen of Cups, someone who could be very intuitive, you know, very sensitive in nature, as we can see right there. You know, calm, intuitive, compassionate. That's part of the energy of the Queen of Cups. And you represent water energy, so does the Queen of Cups. Okay, you're also being given a new beginning with the Fool right here. Okay, so I really love how that's presenting itself here. It could be a divine masculine who takes action to be with you, certainly when it comes to love. Someone who's not going to be afraid to put in the effort and the work. Okay, this could be somebody who wants to take their time getting to know you, not really wanting to rush through it, you know, just really wanting to enjoy their time with you, taking things nice and slow. And then we've got the Lovers card right here. You could also connect with a Gemini, perhaps. This is a soulmate connection. So regardless of sign, I feel you have what it takes to be able to find true happiness here when it comes to love. I see so many nice things. You're also coming in with the energy of the Empress. You represent the divine feminine. And going back to the love-struck divine feminine, that's you. You know, that's picking up off of your own energy. So you're going to connect with a masculine who could be a person that you really want to spend the rest of your life with. The love is there, the attraction, all of it. You know, they really can be checking all the boxes here. All right, so once you start getting yourself out there, certainly getting back into the dating scene. Okay, so Seven of Cups represents multiple choices, multiple opportunities. So you just got to be mindful who's coming towards you and to be able to choose wisely, because you might run into situations where you find perhaps the attraction is there, but then they don't check all the boxes. And then so you might want to move on to the next person and see if that's a better match for you. Let's see what else. And then we've got the World. We also have the Six of Swords. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, just reminding you that there will be movement in your love life, but don't worry if it takes a good chunk of time. You know, we do have this very slow and steady energy. Somebody who really wants to take their time, as I've mentioned, to get to know you. So whatever you've experienced in the past, especially if it wasn't favorable, that could represent that cycle that is finally completing for you, making way for you to experience something way better. And then the Six of Swords, it's about moving on. It's about moving forward. You know, forget about what happened in the past. You can't do anything about it anyway. All you can do is learn from it and move on and transition away from that. Focus on what's ahead of you, because what's ahead of you looks amazing. You know, this is somebody that you will be very attracted to, and they'll be just as attracted to you. This could be a very nice partnership here. And then finally, we've got the Magician, and you have what it takes to be able to manifest this amazing relationship into your life. So as to what's coming in for you in love, Aniska, it looks very good. It looks quite happy, the direction that you're going. You're meant to experience this very happy time in your life, and it might even represent your love of a lifetime. All right, so just have patience and wait for this to come your way. I feel it'll certainly be worth the wait. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for your question. Great reading. All right, so moving on to the next question. And thank you guys for being here and for tuning in. We really appreciate it. All right, so let's see who's next here. Okay, so Shelley, I think you're next. Okay, give me 1 second here. All right, Shelley, Libra, do I have any real love connections coming in? Okay, let's see. So I think I'm actually being guided to that same deck that I just used here. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. And V, I see your request. Nick as well, so hang tight, guys. I'll get to your question shortly. All right, Shelley. So let's see. What's coming in for you? Do you have any real love connections coming your way? Shelley, Libra. What do we need to know here, please? Angels and spirit guides. Okay, so playful and lighthearted is coming through. Somebody that you could possibly have a lot of fun times with. Okay. Look at these cards. We have inseparable. We have head over heels. This one's funny, caffeine. They might not be a morning person here. And then lastly, we have a perfect fit. Okay, so as far as making that love connection, it certainly looks like that's possible. So let's find out a little bit more here, okay? Let's take a look at that. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Shelley, Libra. Being able to find love, real love connections in the future. So we have the Three of Wands. So whatever you might have experienced in the past, and I just mentioned this with the previous reading, the past no longer matters, because it's, unless we've got a time machine to go back in time to undo what we've experienced or to avoid particular situations, there's nothing we can do about it at this point. So all you can do is focus on what's ahead of you, what it is that you can bring towards you, you know? What's ahead of you looks good. Six of Wands. Okay, so victory, success. Being recognized for your efforts, certainly when it comes to love. And look at this, you've got the Ace of Cups. So there is new romance that's representing itself here. But I also see the Ace of Cups as being able to put that love back into your heart for yourself. Being able to fill that cup of love for you before you dedicate your time and energy towards somebody else. But I feel, look at these energies, inseparable, head over heels, a perfect fit, somebody that you could have a lot of fun with. These things are coming your way, so that looks great. And then you've got the Star coming in as well. So your wish to be able to find that real love connection, it's certainly being acknowledged. You know, just continue to put that energy out there and the universe will manifest that for you, I feel. We also have the Three of Pentacles coming in, you're also coming in with the Queen of Swords energy. You are a Libra, swords representing air energy. So this is you. Okay, so there is this need to perhaps cut out any negative energy or experiences that you have saturated yourself in. What you're looking for is a relationship where somebody will give to you as much as you're putting in, you know, being able to work together, work as a team, as we recognize that within the Three of Pentacles. Let's see what else here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Shelley. Libra, what else do we need to know? Okay, so Nine of Wands, persistence, yes. The Nine of Wands could represent your energy, that you've been wounded in the past, that you've been hurt and disappointed by people. Maybe you've also experienced situations where you had hope for it and it ended up not panning out, causing you to feel unloved or unworthy, you know, but you absolutely are worthy of finding the right kind of love for you. And this is letting you know that even though you've experienced those things, that the sun will shine again for you, that you'll be able to overcome some of the things that you've been through. Okay, it's just going to require some time. We do have the Temperance picking up off of the need for patience. So your healing journey, that requires time. So just hang tight when it comes to that. Six of Pentacles, equality. I really love how this is coming through. Equality to people who are equally invested, as I've mentioned in other readings where this popped up. And teamwork, you know, two people who are on the same team, who are on the same page, who have the same vision for what it is that you're wanting to manifest in that partnership. And as it says, you guys are a perfect fit. This could be a very compatible match, honestly. You could connect with a Gemini. We've got the Lover's card right here. This could also be an indication that this is someone that you will be very compatible with sexually, that the chemistry in that department looks pretty darn good. Those intimate moments that you guys would share together. But this also represents, yes, the physical connection, and that's fantastic, very passionate, but this also represents the deep love that they would have for you, and perhaps the deep love that you would have for this person. So here's that new beginning for you, coming in for you, Shelley. You know, this is the opportunity to manifest a fresh start with somebody, a fresh new beginning when it comes to love. And I feel the right person who would be inseparable and somebody that you really would fall head over heels for, they're coming in with the best of intentions and that they would be fully invested and fully committed to you. So all of that looks really nice, the way that's coming forward. Let's see what else here. What else do we need to know? So yeah, despite where you've been, what you've experienced, I do see a lot of love for you in the future. And then we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm not surprised to see that. We've seen the Temperance energy. There's that need for patience because this could be a slow moving situation. You know, it might take a little bit of time for you to find the right one, but once you do, there will be a lot of progress there, and to be able to find the one that you really want to invest your time and energy into. We've got the King of Cups, beautiful, the Sun, and the Emperor. So all of this representing the divine masculine that will be able to bring you that happiness, that will bring you fulfillment in your life. This person could be coming in with the energy of the King of Cups. You could connect with somebody representing water energy, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Leo coming through as well. We've got Aries, all sorts of signs that are represented here. But I do pick up, we have a masculine who will make themselves known that they want to be able to invest their time and energy with you. This is the kind of love where you don't have to fight for it. It just feels natural. It develops naturally. This might also be a person who really wants to get to know you, not wanting to rush into anything and taking the time and not so focused on, you know, let's figure out if we're a good match right up front. The only way to find that out, if you guys are a perfect fit, is to take the time to really get to know each other, and that requires patience. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Shelley. It looks really good as far as what it is that you have the capability to bring your way, despite what you've experienced in past disappointments. Okay, so I hope that helps. Thank you so much. All right, guys, so let me move on to the next request here. All right. Is Shanice next? Okay, hold on. Let me take a look at that.
Oh, no, she's
No number on that one?
She's the last one.
Okay. Okay, so Nick, you're actually up next, and then V, you're after Nick, and then Shanice. Okay. All right, who is the most dominant energy coming towards me? Aquarius in love. Okay, so you are the Aquarius here. Okay. So let's find out for you. All right, so let me see what type of energy we are able to bring forward. Thank you so much, Shelley. Okay, so Nick, Aquarius. Let's take a look. So I'm pulling from my Sunshine and Rainbows deck. This has Chinese zodiac representation as well as zodiacs, as well as so many other messages. So let's take a look and see who's coming towards you, who is the most dominant energy surrounding you. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. So we've got the sheep. Look at this. We've got Aquarius coming in. And after that, we have Sagittarius. So you might have another Aquarian coming towards you, as well as Sagittarius, or somebody who's got those representations in their chart, okay? They could also represent the sheep in Chinese zodiac, if you're familiar with that. So it's based off of birth years. So we've got 1943, 1955, 67, 1979, and so forth. So it occurs every 12 years. So if you happen to connect with somebody and you find out or do a little bit of research and realize, oh shoot, they are the sheep. So let's read through this. This love prospect will always find a creative spin on how to express themselves in a romantic partnership. Their impressive artistic talents will warm your heart, since you will be the inspiration behind it. Easygoing personality. They avoid drama, which ensures a nice, peaceful relationship. So this could be one of those connections where it really is drama-free, if you've experienced that in the past. There's no drama here with this person. So as I've mentioned, you could also connect with another Aquarian here. So the water bearer. Your Aquarian love is all about the truth. They won't ever hide their real feelings, only have the best of intentions in this relationship, always upfront and honest with you. Once they've decided you're the one they want, nobody can change their mind. A romance that will soar above the clouds. So this person has the capability to really come in and be a very strong connection for you, where perhaps you sweep them off their feet, or they could do the same. And then there's also the possibility you could connect with a Sagittarian. Maybe you already know who is represented by these signs. So the Archer, if you're into spontaneous fun, this is the love partner for you. Their great sense of humor will ensure there's lots of laughter in your relationship. No silent, awkward moments, since they're awesome conversationalists. A loyal, passionate lover too. Shoot for the stars. This one's a winner. So you definitely hold the cards in love when it comes to both of these signs. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot once again. So some nice possibilities there, Nick. Okay, so let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nick, Aquarius, and love in romance. What do we need to know? So we've got the Fool, okay? Taking that leap of faith. It is representing a new beginning when it comes to your love life. So that's actually a really nice energy. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know here? we do have the Devil energy popping up, so this could represent Capricorn as well. All right, so just be mindful of perhaps situations where you're being tempted to explore where a particular connection goes, but maybe you're picking up off of red flags when it comes to that person. Okay, so just be mindful of perhaps unhealthy attachments that you might find you're having with people. Okay, so, but there is a new beginning for you when it comes to love. What else? You could also connect with a Virgo here. So we've got Aquarius, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Virgo popping up. This right here could also be an indication that it would serve you well to perhaps focus on, maybe just focusing on meditating and just being able to still your mind so that you can focus on who it is that you want to be able to invest your time in. I don't know if there is an ex energy that you might also be aware of, but this person might still be thinking about you. There's also the possibility that they would want to be able to bridge the gap between the two of you. So that's only if that particular scenario resonates with you. If not, there's just this need for inner reflection and soul searching when it comes to love and your life overall. This was the next card that came along with the Hermit. We've got the Four of Wands coming through here, which is a beautiful energy, okay? Because at the end of the day, that represents a very strong foundation for your love connections. Yes, it might be picking up off of a twin flame connection there. If you're open to long-term relationships, marriage, family, being able to experience all of those amazing milestones in your love life, then perhaps that's what this card represents. So it's like hitting the reset button for your love life to be able to connect with somebody on this level, you know, a brand new relationship. But look at this, we have the Six of Cups. This is focused on past energies. And so going back to that Hermit where somebody might be wanting to get back together with you, there could be someone from your past who's still thinking about you. Could be an ex, but there's somebody here who is still very much stuck in the past, maybe caught up in their memories when it comes to the two of you, if that makes sense. And then we do have the Star. Unbelievable, really, because the Star representing Aquarius once again. So you could also connect with perhaps another Aquarian. Let's see. Ishmael the Virgo is your twin flame, or at least he awakened me. Not sure if it's him, though. Okay. So you're being guided onto a particular path here, but this, of course, represents wishes that you might have in your heart that you're wanting to manifest here, you know. Look at this. We now have the Judgment. So whenever I see this, it reminds me of somebody who's picking up off of past energies and past experiences. That's going back to the Six of Cups. So we go back to someone from your past who might want to reconnect with you. Whether or not that's Ishmael, I don't know. But it's someone from your past who wants to open up a conversation. Because this is someone who's had the opportunity to take a look at past experiences. And it's got something to do with you. And this is someone who wants to open up conversation. Maybe they feel the need to apologize for something that happened or something that went down. Okay, but there's still this desire to get back together. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's coming through. But nevertheless, if you're not interested in that, if you're not open to anyone returning, you can take full advantage of the Fool and just take action in your own life to be able to open up the opportunity for new love to come in. Could be another Aquarian, could be a Sagittarius, but we've also got other signs popping up here. Nine of Cups, a wish that manifests. The Star also picking up off of your hopes and wishes here. So you have what it takes to be able to manifest these wishes in your life, Nick. And then we have the Eight of Cups, walking away. So if you did distance yourself from somebody here, that person more than likely still thinks about you. because I can't help but pick up off of that instinctively that there's someone from your past who keeps thinking about you here, still feeling like you're that wish for them. But at the end of the day, you have full control over how this plays out. Could also connect with a Cancer here. There is movement, okay? So there's movement, the opportunity to overcome some challenges that you have run across in your life. And this right here is moving you towards a direction where these wishes can manifest. It may not be with anyone from your past if you're not interested in that. Let's see. I took my power back from Ishmael. He was triggering me too hard. I had to heal and focus on myself and move on. Okay, gotcha. That could be what that's representing, the need to walk away from a situation where you're done. So this could even represent Ishmael, you know, where he's still tempted by the thought of you and still feeling attached and bound to you somehow. But that's not for you to worry about. That's for Ishmael to figure out. So this is you perhaps just moving on, moving forward and ready for the next chapter, you know, just cutting this person out of your life, being able to set up boundaries for yourself, picking up off of the energy of that Queen of Swords, a situation that did come to an end. So now you're just being directed to focus on your own transition, being able to focus on working on yourself, being able to manifest and be able to welcome in something, someone new. Because the Death card also represents new beginnings. We also have the Knight of Cups, so you have the capability to experience a new romance here. Okay, so very romantic energy coming through. All right, let's see. We also have the Page of Pentacles coming through, future abundance. Perhaps your finances, your money matters, that could be looking up as well. The Page of Pentacles also represents manifestation, you know, new enterprises, new beginnings as well when it comes to your love life. And then we also have the Two of Wands coming through, two paths as we can see right there. Everybody's got their own free will to go back to the past or move on. I feel more so on your end, Nick, that you're just focused on moving forward and not really wanting to revisit the past. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you have the prerogative to find happiness for yourself, to be able to find that Ten of Cups. It's coming through here for you. Okay. So I feel happiness is in store for you moving forward. This is a brand new beginning. And there is this desire to just detach from the past and to cut that out and focus more so on what it is that you can manifest that's tangible with somebody. Because this right here, everything that you could have ever wanted, it's all culminating in that Ten of Cups. Very happy vibe, somebody that could really bring you the happiness, the fulfillment. You could represent their wish, their dream come true. Talk about manifestation, look at that. And now you've got the Magician showing up. So all very positive energies here moving forward, I feel. Okay, so that's what you have the capability to attract. But I can't help but feel part of the equation here is a person who wants to rekindle the relationship with you, but they're going to run into a dead end if that's not something that you're interested in any longer, because you've got your own journey to travel, you know. So if you're okay moving forward and this person just simply has to accept where things are, you know, because you have moved on. If it's got anything to do with Ishmael, then that's just a lesson that he's going to have to learn, that you've moved on and you've closed the door on that chapter and you're just ready to open up a new beginning for yourself here. And the Magician can certainly help you in that area. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for your question. All right, so V, you're up next. All right, give me 1 second here. Let me get myself organized. All righty. Okay. All right, so V, what I need to know at this time, what's in my best, highest intention. Cancer person, oh, Cancer, you are the Cancer, that's right. And the person is Scorpio. Okay, so let's take a look and see here what it is that you do need to know. All right, let's grab some insight. I'm drawn to this deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on V, Cancer, and her person of interest, Scorpio. All right, here we go. We've got fifth dimension, so the two of you might be interacting in the 5D. Okay, there could also be perhaps telepathic communication happening between you and this person. Okay, we have nostalgia. So this is about past energies, once again, you know, the memories. They think about you. We do have family influence coming in. And we've got the divine masculine showing up. All right, so that could be your Scorpio, certainly. There could be influence from the family, or this person could already have a family. There could already be children, whether that's from a previous partnership, or it could be just family advice or influence. We do have mirroring. Okay, that could be a very twin flame type vibe right there. And then we have solitude. So this person, V, at this point in time, maybe they're feeling alone, especially knowing that perhaps you guys are interacting more so in the 5D rather than the 3D. So let's grab some tarot and let's see what else we can learn here. But they do think of you. You're very much a part of their thoughts. So this is the divine masculine, Scorpio here. And if you do consider this person a twin flame, perhaps you guys are both on that same wavelength, thinking the same things. We do have the Ace of Cups. So there clearly is this deep connection between the two of you. Let's see, we've been single and alone on both sides since March 2020. Okay, so that could be where the solitude is coming in. That single energy. Okay, so this is your masculine coming through. But you have the opportunity perhaps to revive this relationship if your masculine actually takes action to make this happen. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know here? So this is interesting in that the Death card represents Scorpio. Okay, so maybe your masculine at this point in time, they're working on themselves. They could be going through a transformation in their own life, but at the same time still thinking about you, very much focused on what you represent. Let's see. So even though they could be single, they still think about you. That's still coming through here. You guys might even find you think about each other at the same time, or you're picking up off of each other's energies at the same time without even realizing it. And then the Nine of Pentacles, freedom, self-sufficient. Okay, so this right here, very solo independent energy, which makes sense since you did clarify that you've both been single and alone since 2020. But, you know, that doesn't mean you're just sitting at home doing nothing. Perhaps you could be successful in other areas of your life, you know, the business world, maybe finances, that looks great. But when it comes to the love match, perhaps you guys are really interacting heavily in the 5D. We do have the Ace of Wands, so there is the opportunity for your masculine to be able to bring in this new beginning. But perhaps they're just waiting for the right opportunity to make this happen. We've got the High Priestess. This is so interesting, V, because look at this. We've got the High Priestess and the Chariot right next to each other. They both represent Cancer. So this represents your own energy, your own divine feminine energy asking you to rely on your intuitive nature and what you're feeling when it comes to your Scorpio here. So it does seem, even though this could be a time to just self-reflect and really think things through before taking any sort of action, I feel eventually you'll be able to pick up off some sort of progress there. He's very successful. I'm working on myself and just growing, learning. Yeah, I think you told me that before, didn't you? Like, this person very successful in what they do for a living. You could certainly be able to achieve that success for yourself also, okay? Because this right here represents triumph and movement. We do have the Lover's card coming through right there, okay? So the love, the attraction, it's coming through. It clearly is coming through. I don't know if your Scorpio has Gemini in their chart, but that's a possibility. So this card always picks up off of the need to make a choice of some sort, a decision, and perhaps that falls on your masculine to be able to do that. Very self-sufficient. That's great. That is wonderful. So that could certainly be picking up off of your own energy with the Nine of Pentacles right there. I really like these cards, 10 of Pentacles, and then the 2 of Cups. You still have this special connection regardless of distance. You know, this, of course, when it comes to finances, that looks amazing. You know, either of you, as you've already clarified, he's very successful. So perhaps this is picking up off of his success, but you can claim that for yourself also. In a love connection, you put that 10 of Pentacles in between the Lover's card and the 2 of Cups. This success and type of energy that's coming through here, it could also bleed over into your love life and the actual love connection itself. You know, not to give you false hope, but just the way it's presenting itself here, there could still be a reconciliation. Okay, that's a possibility. We do have the 7 of Pentacles also. Perseverance, hard work that pays off. So the 7 of Pentacles, it's what I've always referred to as my wait and see card in tarot, because it requires the work, it requires diligence, but it also takes a little bit more time to see how it's going to unfold. So if your Scorpio is willing to play that role here and actually put in the effort, then in time, you just might find that there is the possibility towards a reunion for the 2 of you. And then the 6 of Swords, there's this need to release past baggage. You know, in order to build a future for you and this person, you know, it doesn't serve either of you to be able to hold on to what the past represents and any painful experiences that might go along with that. So the 6 of Swords representing that transition, moving on, leaving it behind, and just concentrating on what the 2 of you can build in the future. And then we've got the Magician. So this was a very popular card here today. The Magician representing Gemini and Virgo energy. You could have either of those in your chart. Your Scorpio could as well. So we have a very positive outcome coming through here. You know, we've got references to manifestation during this reading here. But it really does come down to making the right choices. You know, we've got many choices that might present itself to your Scorpio. At the end of the day, if your Scorpio really wants to invest their time and energy with you, V, then there's no other choice. You would represent the one. Let's see what else. And then we've got the Temperance card. So something is meant to move, but it requires patience. Okay, it does require some time to see how this goes. So, you know, again, wait and see how it goes. It's going to require time. Who knows? It might be latter half of this year when something might pan out towards communication. Wheel of Fortune, followed by the 6 of Cups. So as you can see, we've got 2 cards representing nostalgia. This person thinks about you. You're still very much a part of their thoughts. Even though they're single, let's see, that's what makes me wonder. He has options, and yet he chooses to stay single. Okay, and perhaps that's why there is this need to wait and see how this goes. But at the same time, you're not meant to put your life on hold, V. You know, I might have said that in a prior reading. All we've pretty much determined in this reading is that even if they might have other options, even if there are other people vying for your Scorpio's attention, they still think about you. There's something about you that continues to be a part of their energy, a part of their heart space. So it just comes down to your Scorpio being able to put in that work. And without effort on their part, it kind of creates no movement. So it's being presented here as far as them being able to make progress towards you, but it requires a lot of effort on their part, you know. So that seems to be what's presenting itself here at this time, V. Possibilities are there, but as far as movement and time frame, a lot of it depends on your Scorpio to get this thing going, you know. Nope, my life, that's good. Okay, I think he knows who I am to him, just needs to do his own healing. Absolutely. That's a crucial part of the journey when it comes to your Scorpio. And I feel this is quite fitting, you know, the Death card coming forward there, because a part of who they represent, there's something there in their own behavior that clearly isn't working for this equation. So they need to work on transforming. They need to work on changing parts of themselves to come towards you as the partner that you really need them to be, to show up for you, to show up for the relationship. And perhaps that's why it's going slow, and that's why it requires patience here, you know? So I'll leave that there. Lots to think about, I'm sure, but that seems to be the message at this point in time. Okay? Thank you so much as always. Appreciate your being here. All right, so let me move on to the next request. All right, so Shanice, you're up next. All right, here we go. Thank you so much as always, V. Appreciate it. All right, Shanice, what is Kai's current feelings and energy for me, Taurus? What does that say, Cameron? Sorry, I can't read that.
Right now.
Oh, okay. What's Kai's current feelings for his children, mother, right now? Okay, let me take a look at that.
There are 2 questions.
Okay, so let's take a look at the first question, Shanice, okay? All right, let's take a look at that. Question number 1, focusing on Kai. All right, what am I drawn to here? What deck am I drawn to? Okay. I'm going to pull from the Untold Truths of the Heart, focusing on Kai here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the connection between Shanice and Kai. Okay, so Shanice, Taurus, Kai, Leo. What do we need to know about this connection? When it comes to this connection, we still have influences coming through dark attachments, third parties. Okay. We do have this frozen energy. It says no words. I'm not sure if you guys are in no contact because of this third party, Shanice, but it could reflect that type of vibe right there. But we do have confessions. And that's followed by boundaries. No, drawing the line. Okay, So this could be an indication that you're meant to put up your boundaries when it comes to Kai. That may or may not have anything to do with his family. Let's see. Let's see. What am I drawn to here? Okay. So let's grab some tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the connection between Shanice, Taurus, and Kai, Leo. What do we need to know here? We do have conflicts popping up, but at the same time, we've got the Two of Cups. So part of perhaps why you're being directed to draw the line and have this boundary around yourself when it comes to this situation with Kai is because of these conflicts. Might have something to do with the mother of his children. It might have something to do with that. Because that represents competition and rivals when it comes to the attention that he is giving both of you, you know. So there's division that's coming through here. He could certainly have feelings for you. He could certainly have love in his heart for you. But we just see that there's an outside influence that is affecting the overall dynamic and energy for this relationship. And perhaps he's got stuff that he wants to say, but he has yet to say it. And that could also be picking up off of the stillness and silence that's referenced by that frozen energy there. There could very well be a part of Kai where he feels you're the one, Shanice, but there is the outside influence that's interfering with that. Let's see what else here. What else? He does represent the divine masculine. Okay, he does represent the Emperor. We also have the Sun. Okay, so if he really wants to be able to be with you and for this to be a successful partnership, it falls on his shoulders to be able to open himself up fully rather than not communicating. There has to be better communication, perhaps, between the two of you. And if he's unable to bring that your way, Shanice, then you're being directed to say no to it. You know, very clearly, no, draw the line, put up a boundary, because we have outside influences presenting itself here. You know, if he really wants to spend his life with you and invest in the connection and to be happy in this partnership with you, then he needs to be able to do the legwork to make this happen. But I'm also noticing, regardless of this frozen card, we do have the Sun. Okay, so if you guys aren't speaking at this point in time, or if things just don't seem to be moving in the partnership, I feel the energy of the Sun certainly has the capability to get that moving in the right direction. Okay, that's what's coming through there. Let's see. We do have the Five of Pentacles. So if you guys are not in contact, if you're not together, there has been no interaction, perhaps you're struggling through that, and maybe you're feeling that he really has left you out of the loop from his life. But this could also be what you're being directed to focus on when it comes to Kai. If he just doesn't show you through certain behaviors or communication that he wants to be able to invest in this, then it goes back to the boundaries, you know, and back to frozen energy. Isn't that interesting? Left out in the cold to where you guys won't be interacting or speaking anymore, you know? Let's see what else here. What else? We do have the Ace of Swords. So either you're being directed to gain clarity as to what it is that you need to focus on and what it is that you need to do in this partnership. If he really isn't communicating with you, Shanice, then part of what you're being directed to do is to cut him out of your life. You know, again, it keeps going back to the boundaries and to be able to reject it and say no, draw the line with that sword, and be able to empower yourself to move in a different direction and perhaps open yourself up to a new love. Somebody who really has the capability to love you and not get you entangled in third parties, you know, situations like that. We do have the Three of Cups. So once again, the third party reference could be coming up here, but this could also be a very celebratory type experience for you. It could be a new beginning for you in love. It could be just you being able to enjoy your life, spend time with friends, spend time with the people that do support you and are there for you no matter what. Let's see what else here. We do have the Ace of Wands. So this is a new beginning, the opportunity for growth, to be able to see the potential in what life has in store for you, to go after what it is that you desire in life rather than waiting on somebody to be able to bring that to you, because you have the capability. Look at these cards, Nine of Cups as well as the Fool. So you have what it takes, Shanice, to be able to have a new beginning in love. So if the situation with Kai is simply holding you back from finding happiness, then it falls on you to truly cut him out of your life and just focus on manifesting your own wishes in order to perhaps bring in the right kind of love for you by starting over, okay? So there's a lot falling on his shoulders to make this happen. Look how interesting this gets, okay? So the Emperor, and we now have you representing the Empress, okay? And it's so significant because the Empress really does represent Taurus. Okay, so here you are with your divine counterpart, and if Kai wants to be this emperor for you, then he needs to step it up, I feel. Okay, to be able to really show up for you the way you need him to show up for you. And if there is communication between the two of you, he needs to be able to be fully open and fully honest with you as to what it is that he wants in the relationship, okay? If this doesn't represent Kai, then this represents somebody else who has the capability to come in to be your emperor, to be your equal match, to be your perfect match, to be able to offer you that true love. So I feel you win in the end anyway. You don't want to self-sabotage your progress by holding on to the hope that perhaps you and Kai will end up together if you just don't see it in the 3D with your own eyes. If you're not feeling any sort of progress there, perhaps there won't be. But, you know, crazier things have happened in life, and, you know, it simply falls on you to be able to trust what you're feeling in your heart. But I feel you're meant for happiness, to be able to meet the one. So if that isn't Kai, then it's somebody else, but you certainly have what it takes to be able to welcome in this very positive outcome in your life with that energy of the sun there. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the situation with Kai and the mother to his children. Okay, so let's focus on that for a minute. All right, here we go. So what's Kai's current feelings for his children's mother right now? All right, let's see. Let's take a look at that. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Kai, Leo, and the mother of his children. What is going on in that connection? This is interesting. We have hidden motives coming through. So this is the photo. Okay, so he could be hiding things. And that's a concern because he's not exactly being upfront, if I can speak today, upfront and honest, not only with the mother of his children, but I feel perhaps a little bit with you too. That is, if there is interaction, communication at all between the two of you. Look at this. We have setting free. So there might even be a part of Kai that's not really wanting to stick around, wanting to set himself free from his obligations. That's what's coming through there. Gosh, this is interesting. Between two worlds, the card after that is the Divine Feminine. So if he's caught between two worlds, you have something to do with that, I feel, Shanice. Because in this particular portion of the reading, this Divine Feminine card represents the mother to his children. But if he's wanting to be set free, and if he's not exactly sharing that, then there's something deceptive in his energy there. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper when it comes to that. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Kai, Leo, and the mother to his children. What else do we need to know, please? I can't make that up. Look at this, 7 of Swords. So he's not being honest with this woman, okay? He's cheating on this person. It may not be with you, Shanice, but it could, you know, especially if you and Kai are interacting. If there's no infidelity here, I would be surprised, because we've got hidden motives coming through here. So he's not being truthful to this person. And this is an indication with the 3 of Swords that there's a possible love triangle here. You could be a part of that equation. But if you're not even aware of that, then it could be somebody else in the mix too. So if this comes to the surface, if whatever it is that he's hiding comes to the surface, then it's going to hurt this person. It's going to hurt the mother of his children. That's just how it's presenting itself here, you know? Wow. Here's our Ace of Swords. 2 aces right next to each other. Okay? So he needs to realize his actions. He needs to realize that what he's doing could certainly be very hurtful. He could even be open to the possibility of interacting with somebody new. You might not even be aware of who this person is. The mother of his children might not even be aware of who this person is, because there's perhaps this new beginning that he's wanting with somebody else, wanting to be set free from this situation and his obligations. He clearly is hiding things. He's being deceptive. This is going to create a separation. This could create a very challenging scenario here. So at the end of the day, to be able to avoid this, he needs to be able to cut out those behaviors. But I don't think he's doing that. I don't think he's doing that. What else? Focusing on this situation. Look at these cards. 8 of Cups. There is this need, perhaps, for Kai to walk away from this scenario, because if he really isn't serious about committing here, and he's just getting himself entangled in drama with third parties, then he would be best serving his family by walking away and focusing on what it is that he really wants. Wow. Someone's going to end up getting hurt. Look at this. We've got the Strength card. And it's so significant here because he represents Leo energy. So he needs to walk away in order to figure out what he wants. Yes, it's going to create a conflict. Look at these cards. 5 of Wands. Okay. And if you look at this particular image, and I just happened to run across it when I was creating this deck, it's about these people here, and they're holding this house, you know, and they're fighting over this home environment here, you know, so something very challenging that's, honestly, I feel he's creating the drama, you know. And look at that, we've got the Five of Swords. So again, the desire to walk away or the need to walk away, it could ultimately be a mutual decision for both of them to decide, you know what, this isn't working. We need to go our separate ways here. You know, so that's super freaking challenging the way it's coming through. I feel there is a lack of teamwork in this relationship. There's the opportunity to start again, but I feel he's got hidden agendas. We see the hidden motives card right here. Ay, ay, ay. So it doesn't look like a very good situation, honestly, Shanice. You know, and who suffers at the end would be his children, as well as the mother of his children. So I'm not picking up a good vibe, honestly. He's not telling this woman the truth, or he's lying to her. And if he really wants to be set free and start again, then he needs to be truthful and just open up fully and not be caught between these two worlds. He needs to decide what he wants. But here we are with our player card with the Knight of Wands. He wants his adventures. He wants to have fun. He wants to be able to explore his options, perhaps. But someone's going to get hurt as a result of that. I don't think he's ready to commit, honestly. Okay. And if he's not ready to commit here, then he's not ready to commit to you either, perhaps. Okay. So it takes us back to the Seven of Pentacles, as well as the Lovers. You know, the choices that he's making, it's all about what makes him happy, what it is that he wants, you know, but he's being very selfish, I feel. So this is one of those scenarios where it's going to require a little bit more time to see how it's going to fall. But I feel it's not going to end well. Someone's going to get hurt here, more than likely his family. You know, the children, the mother of his children, they're going to get hurt. And, you know, karma. I mean, life has a way of teaching people lessons, and it could be one of those things where he gets what he wants, possibly through infidelity and trust issues and hiding things and third parties, because the Lover's card can represent that too. But karma might bite him in the ass at the end of the day, where he discovers that he had it all and he blew it. So the tables might turn, okay? So Queen of Swords could represent the mother of his children, where she cuts him out. If he's unable to walk away and do the right thing and be honorable, then she might actually take action and set up these boundaries around herself and the children, where he won't have access to them anymore. And I honestly can't blame her if she decides to do that, because he's coming through as somebody who could be very deceptive at this point. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Wands, which presents him with a couple of paths to take. You know, one path might be presenting that deceptive path. The other path is more of a authentic, righteous path that he could take, so that it doesn't have to blow up in his face, so that karma won't have to bite him in the ass, and so that he ends up not breaking everyone's hearts here and hurting people. And so he's got choices to make. He just needs to choose wisely. I just don't feel that the energy that I'm picking up from Kai, that it's a good one. All right, so just something to be mindful of there, Shanice, because at the end of the day, I don't want you getting hurt either, but just be careful and trust what you're feeling in your gut, your heart, your instincts, because there is this need for him to figure out truly what he wants. And in the meantime, people could get hurt. Okay, so I'll just leave that there. Lots to take in when it comes to that particular message. That was some pretty heavy stuff that presented itself here, you know, but I feel at the end of the day, he's the one that's going to end up shooting himself in the foot if he doesn't take the right course of action. All right, so I'll leave that one there. And hopefully that offered you some helpful advice, okay? So any more requests? All right, so I think we have come to the end of our live stream here, guys. I am really thrilled with the amount of requests that we have gotten today. Thank you all so very much for showing up, for your love, for your support, and for entrusting me with the opportunity to do your reading here. And we'll see you guys in the next one. I hope that you were able to resonate with the general love forecast as well. And if you haven't had the chance to watch that, you can, of course, you know, rewind or go back to the beginning of this live stream and be able to listen to it. All right, guys, until the next live stream, thank you so very much. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.